Welcome to Dancing with Time, hosted by Beth, Amine, and me, Patti, Teel. This podcast is all about self-care, inspiring and supporting each other to live our essential nature, which is timeless. I'm not young, I'm not old, I just am. Join us for conversation, movement, and meditation. Let's get started.
Oh, hi there, everyone. Welcome to another and our latest episode of Dancing with Time, the Joy of Self-Care. So we thought this just happened like 30 seconds ago, of course, that we would talk about time and the management of time. And since we're all about dancing with time, how do you make it work for you and both get stuff done and yet it's that work-life balance and also have time to rest, have time to smell the roses, but have all the responsibilities, even those that you may not want to do, handled. So, Patti, tell us about how time is being experienced by you and for you right now, or whatever you wanted, whatever the challenges you're having. What are your challenges?
I am a bit challenged on this subject. So I'm hoping that somebody watching will have some good advice and Beth will have some good advice. I do have my things that I try to help myself with. I'm a list maker. I tell myself I'm going to get something done at a certain time and I don't do it. Plus, I'm not really fitting in some of the self-care that we talk about so much, like getting out there and getting some fun exercise. So and I know when you exercise, you have more energy and feel better. So I'm looking forward to learning on this episode how to dance with time a little more effectively. I will say, when you fall behind, it seems like you're just paddling uphill. I've got paperwork that needs to be gone through. My garage looks like not a normal garage. It's just not pretty. And then there's just things when you get behind, it almost seems hopeless sometimes. I do know that when I make my list, sometimes I make the most important things to get done for that day. And that does help to just kind of focus on that. But I need some more help on how to joyously dance with time, feel like I'm being efficient and having fun.
Oh, that's such a challenging question, especially how busy we are. And I think it goes, there's so many parts of it. And I'm certainly not a time management expert. I know you probably better to ask your
Gary,
chat. I wonder what your
Gary.
chat GPT about it. Okay, yeah. We can edit that little part out or just put it in there.
We'll have to. Yes.
But
yeah, I've been watching really some interesting videos on YouTube about ChatGPT and all the different kinds of AI, and I find it really, really fascinating and what people are doing. But it takes a lot of time.
I just, in fact, pulled up. I asked ChatGPT about some time management tips, and I'll talk a little bit about what, like how I approach it. But it just, it's kind of like what you said, prioritize with the 80-20 principle. Focus on the 20% of tasks that produce 80% of the results, and sort your tasks by urgent and important to do now, urgent, important, not urgent, schedule it, urgent, not important, delegate it, and neither eliminate. And it also says to divide your day into blocks dedicated to specific tasks and focus deeply, minimize distractions. Well, we know how well that works. And it has a lot. You can use all those suggestions you find on ChatGPT. But I kind of want to go to the root of it a little bit. It goes back to that question of value too. How much do you value yourself in order to put those things that make you feel good first? Like I know that I have a routine in the morning where I have tea and I do a little meditation or write down what is present for me that it might be blocking to me, and hopefully a couple minutes of meditation where I clear my mind, and then when I'm doing that, allow the most important next things to come up. And yes, put them in the list. And Patti, like you, I am not about getting every item on the list done anymore because I know that it's endless. I do prioritize, like, I actually prioritize like some of the fun things that I really want to do, and then some of the things like insurance, taxes, all those endless calls to straighten out cards, and you know, like give them a little pocket, but not have them take over everything. So they have a little pocket of the day, the gnarly, what for me are awful tasks, like cleaning things up on the computer and so forth. So I think maybe you can manage time like the way it pleases you, and the challenge is rest. I think the challenge in time management is self-care. That's what I believe the hardest challenge is.
Well,
Because,
you might be right, Beth, because I have not been blocking off fun time for myself. And it's just like such an old lesson
yeah,
because, I've long known that you take a day off, you go to the beach, you go to a festival, whatever's fun for you, you walk in the hills, and you end up getting more insight, better ideas, you get more
mhm,
done. That wasn't your purpose. Your purpose was basically to bring yourself joy, do something
yeah,
you love. And it's so, so important. And you just find yourself skipping it because you think you need to get down to the jobs and the tasks, but it
yeah.
backfires. Hmm.
Well, I just read something very briefly, just a post about uh, a masculine approach and a feminine approach, and I don't, that is broad categories of ways of looking at things, not that they are
Hmm.
innately for women or men, but there's like, the masculine approach is still the forcing approach where you got this done, you do an hour of heavy weights, you do an hour of this, you do an hour of that, and you force yourself to do all those things or you are not worthy. And I think that we resist as well, that there's a lot to be done by allowing and resting and intuiting, just like what you said, just being in an inspired space, just taking those minutes off to really intuit your real direction. Our goal, they give you much more than pressing on without any inner direction. So maybe it's the pleasure principle. You get more done if you take
Oh,
the pleasure, put the pleasure in of not forcing everything. And, a
you put
lot,
that on the to-do list too? I
what,
probably
not,
think you should. The pleasure. Take time off for pleasure if you've gotten out of the habit of doing it.
yeah. I, I
Hmm.
think, I think it's crucial
Hmm.
as I'm seeing it. Otherwise, just like I'm over that. I forced myself for decades, many years. And I think besides just having a lot of energy and wanting to be and having the ability to be accomplished, I think I was running on a hamster wheel in a cage,
Oh,
thinking I
that's
had to
true.
prove myself.
Hmm.
I don't have, like I don't want to prove myself anymore. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I get done. That's all I get done. I got the
Yeah.
fire stuff done. Yeah, okay, what was that? What was the thing? I had to pay something so I wouldn't be late, and whatever I had to paperwork I had to do on that. Okay, that was the fire. I had to do that thing, but and then I could take time to intuit my next steps. Of course, I'm an entrepreneur, but I think people with busy lives, they have to do the same thing, and just realize there's nothing wrong with you if you don't get it all done. You can't ever get it all done. So,
Yeah.
and less
And we
forcing,
have to
more
dance
allowing.
with time. We
You
just
have
really
to
do.
dance with
And
time.
yeah, yeah.
And that
Not
model,
fight with it. You
not
know?
fight with it. Exactly. Not
Dance with it.
fight with
Yeah.
it. You've got to dance with it, which is a whole different approach. And I think those other, over scheduling and thinking you have to for your value are what create a lot of health issues. The body doesn't like it. The mind doesn't, well, I don't know, the mind will go crazy anytime, but I
And
think your
some
essence doesn't
people
like
by
it.
nature, oh, sorry, some people by nature are more regimented and it may work for
Yeah.
them. I mean, we're not all the same. I have a friend that when her kids were little, it was nap time. It was, I'm out of here. I'm going to take my kid home to have a nap, and I work a little differently. Oh, they're having fun. We're at the beach.
Yeah.
They'll go to bed a little earlier. You know, it works for her, and mostly what I do works for me. It doesn't really work for me to be that regimented. However, that said, I think I could add a little bit more to my life.
Well, there's a balance. I mean,
The
basically, you do
balance.
want to be in the
Mhm.
flow, because what matters in the end?
Yeah,
Beauty at the beach or regimen? I mean, what matters in the end of
that's
life?
true. If you
The
were on your
experience
deathbed,
of joy,
hmm
or doing it? So, but that's a fine line. You have to get there's a lot of stuff in first world life that has to get done. Granted, I don't have to
hmm
walk 5 miles with a jug on my head to get water, but there's a lot of other, and I'm grateful for that, but
hmm
there's just a lot of other stuff to hold together in order
yeah,
to you know keep it all going. But I think ultimately we have to change our approach to life, or it's a descent into madness, sort of a little
yeah,
bit more balance, or a lot more, I
yeah.
don't know.
And that said, I still think in my case, I could block off loosely. Something comes up that's wonderful, I'm going to chuck it all. But I could block off sometimes when typically that would be my time to do this or
Yes,
time to do that, to
yes.
kind of not feel like you fall so far behind.
Do you mean like in the afternoon between 2 and 3 or something? Get your
Yeah, or
junk
just
done.
Wednesday afternoon, I'll do this paper, I'll go through my
Right.
mail, or, just kind of loosely have a schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
I
if
think
something comes
so.
up that's much better, you don't miss that opportunity.
hmm I
But
think that works for me too. It's a combination of loose and structure. It's that beautiful junction of both of them. So um I'm all about that. Yeah, I have Monday loosely to do all my office work, and sometimes I will be more adamant about it than others, but it seems to portion out time to get a lot of this stuff done, and a lot of the things I may not want to do handled. But and we're welcoming any tips that you all have. And I think the thing ultimately in Dancing with Time, and any of it, is how good do you feel? If you're feeling frantic and crazy because you're over regimented and forcing yourself to do things, and you have no experience of life, the beauty of life, then that's too much. Or if you're not paying attention to what you need to be responsible for, that's not fun either. So I think we're all up to creating those things that work for us the best. And
yeah,
there we
I,
are, and that.
yeah.
So what do you think? I don't have, like I said, you can use Chat GPT or AI if you want specific
Yeah,
habits. I
I'm
think
getting
you have to create
excited,
together.
yeah, about seeing the things that Chat GPT can contribute to our lives, and how fast. It's
Yeah.
really going to be a time saver, and learning to use it more for the things that I consider a bit of drudgery would be
Yeah.
nice. So, yeah, working on
Yeah,
that.
you want to just make sure that you still are in tune with your own flavor, and
Right.
of everything, so that it's a helper. It's a
hmm
helper. It doesn't become you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're very fortunate to have lots of new tools in the world to
Yeah.
use. And
Thank you,
it can
Beth.
help make you a schedule even, and color it the way you want. That would be a fun thing to play with.
Oh, yeah.
You can ask it to please schedule these activities in for
I'm
me,
gonna try
and
that.
do
Let's
it.
show it
And
off next week.
yeah, and all the
Okay.
fun things in orange, and all the
Yeah.
to-dos in blue, and
Yeah.
see how that
Yeah.
works. Give it a
Yeah.
try. It's all
There's the
creative.
colorful artist in you coming out.
Yeah, everything's
Well,
creative. So
yeah. Thank you, Beth. I think it was good, and I hope that people that are listening will write us with their tips. I really would like to hear the way they
that would be
handle
awesome.
time management, because
So
pretty much everybody has a busy life nowadays. So
yeah,
we want
it's
to
busy.
dance with it, still have our joy, and feel like we're getting done what needs to be done.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Yeah.
well, I guess, Patty, would you say it's time for our movement and our meditation?
Yes, it's almost time. I want you to tell everybody about what you're doing with this membership site, and then let's do that.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for reminding me. I have a dancingwithtime.com website and membership site where I want to support you in really identifying and implementing and discovering your unique next identity, your unique next path for this time in your life. And there's so much support there, including my book, Joyous Everyday Living, dance classes, a couple a week, and a workshop that helps you define your next steps and your next identity. And that you can use all of it or very little of it. It's cost effective just for the dance classes. And we will have everything recorded so you can go back and listen to it. But if you would like some support in everything, there's a group chat if you like such things. If you don't have to go there. But it's a very minimal monthly fee to join the group, and you have me, and you can use a lot of my hints. So and if you want to contact me directly, just email me at bethamine.com, and I'll answer any of your questions. But I'd love to have you join our party. So thank you, Patti, for reminding me. Yes, come on in. It's really, really, really fun. And we will, you can custom design it to yourself. So, oh, Patti, you're muted.
I'm
There you
muted
go.
because my family is making noise in the background.
I know. Not,
I'm
perfection
trying to
is
say,
not
"Shh,
something.
shh, shh." I know.
We're not
Anyway,
about perfection here. So,
thank goodness, because I don't think I'm gonna get there. Anyway,
yeah,
I can't wait to take part in your movement, Beth, and then stick around. There's gonna be a meditation after that.
great. So, thank you for joining us. And as always, please give us your comments. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, hi there. Are you ready for your little movement section? All right, so the theme today was time management. So we're going to do that balancing. We're going to have a bit of flow, the flow of time where you enjoy its pleasure. And then we're going to have a little structured rhythmic part where we have a structure to what we're doing. So that'll be our little homage to time management and time in general. So let's start with our meditation section and begin with the breath. Where else to begin? Coming in and flying as you exhale. Let's lift up, watch our posture, and fly. Notice I'm leading with the top of my hands and coming down. As I inhale and exhale, breathing in gently like I'm flying through time, and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out through the center and breathing out, coming up through the center. Movement really makes such a difference. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's come the other way. Breathe in, press down, the out breath. And again, now palms up, breathing in and exhaling down. And we're going to just float with one arm, float with the other. It's shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand, fingers. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand, fingers. And let's rotate those backwards, beginning to add our upper body. Oh, yes, and let your neck relax. Now we're going to bring both shoulders forward and gently bend our necks, both shoulders forward. And bend, gently bend, come down if you can. Round up, around the back, and gently forward. Opening the chest, coming all the way around. Let's come down again, whatever's comfy for you to do, and round up. And now back. And back. Good. Now let's start with time to notice the little things and honor the beauty of life. Side to side, down and up. Cross, open. Excellent. Okay, now you ready for your structure? We need to get those things done. Let's do it. Here we go. We're going to get jiggy with what we got to get done. All right. Structure it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just touching my toe. 1, 2. We're going to do 4 of those. 4 to the side. Get jiggy with it. 1. We're going to structure that. We're going to do that right now. We'll do that right now. Faster or slower? And then up. All right, we got a structure. Here we go. 4, 2, 3, 4, and take it side. 2, 3, 4, and take it. Ooh, 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 and take it up your body. Now let's have it. We did that activity. And the knees, arms into the side. Extend and down. All right, now do whatever you want. Oh God, we gotta be structured. Sometimes you gotta groove in your structure, right? All right, here's the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm getting that done. Oh, look at me, I got that done. That's it. All right. Well, there we did it. Okay, I think that's our little movement segment for the day for our time management exploration. So thank you for being here with me, Beth Amine, Dancing with Time. Get ready for your meditation with Miss Patti Teel. Talk to you soon.
Welcome to this meditation for clarity, efficiency, and ease. Find a comfortable position, either seated or lying down. Let your hands rest gently and close your eyes. Begin by turning inward. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose and slowly release it through your mouth. Again, breathe in deeply, letting your lungs fill, and exhale completely, allowing tension to melt away. Let's do that once more, inhaling calm and exhaling any pressure. Now bring your awareness to your body. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears and soften your jaw. Unclench your hands. Relax your belly. Let your whole body sink a little deeper into stillness. Notice the rhythm of your breath flowing in and out. And with each breath, let go of whatever doesn't need to be held right now. Thoughts of everything you may need to do may arise. Just acknowledge them and let them pass like clouds in a sky. Now gently shift your attention inward to your mental space, the place where your to-do list lives. Without judgment or urgency, begin to visualize your tasks, big and small, floating around you like bubbles. Now imagine that a light breeze begins to blow through. Some tasks float away. You realize they're not urgent. Some combine with others. You notice they're related and could be done together. Others gently settle down into a simple, clear order. You don't need to do everything. You just need to do the next right thing. Ask yourself gently now, what is the one task that would bring me the most relief or progress? Just one. Let that come forward in your mind. Hold it there, gently, without pressure. See it as manageable, as something you can approach with calm confidence. Now ask yourself, is there a small, clear first step I can take toward this task? Let it arise. Maybe it's opening a document, sending an email, making a list. Let it feel light, achievable. Notice how different this feels than procrastination. You're not avoiding, you're choosing. Choosing clarity, choosing calm focus. Remind yourself, I don't have to do it all right now. I just need to take the next step. Let that thought settle deep into your body and mind. Now return to your breath to ground this clarity. Place one hand on your belly and one on your chest. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Feel your belly rise. Breathe out gently through your mouth. Feel your body soften. Again, inhale, I have time for what matters. Exhale, I release the rest. One more breath, slow and full. Let a calm sense of purpose fill you and exhale, letting go of the need to do everything at once. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes, and when it feels right, open your eyes. Carry this calm clarity with you into the rest of the day, one step at a time.